Yeah. Welcome to the conversation that brings compensation. It's Rappin, the home of money conversations. It's your man Don Bucks tapping in. So this today's recap, y'all. Y'all know how we do. Oh man, this should be pretty interesting. This dude, now, mind you, I rock with what he was saying. My man said, if you work a 9 to 5, you need to start slacking off at the job. He recommended the jokers start slacking off at the job in order to build your own dream. Now, I get the premise behind what Fam was saying. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people go hard at the job. And because he was saying, you work hard at 9 to 5 and then you get off and you ain't really got no energy to do your thing. Now, I get that. But this is where we part ways. Now, the slacking off piece. Because how I see it, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you slacking off at the job, that means you're going to slack off when it comes to doing your own thing. So I can't, like, whereas though I get the premise, you know what I mean? Start putting the same type energy that you're putting in at the gig into your own thing. I get that. But when we part ways, this is why I posted it. I was like, oh, nah, like, this is pretty interesting. You can't be slacking off on the job. You know what I mean? Because you're going to put that same energy. You're going to be slacking off in other areas of your life. And that's how I be looking at people too. Like if I see them doing, half-assing or something, it's like, all right, you know what? Yeah, like, so don't be slacking off at the job. But yes, if you're going to be putting in 100% on the gig, make sure you're putting in 100% when you get off on your own thing. Hopefully you do got your own thing that you possibly thinking about working on. So you're going to be going 100% for somebody else's dream. Make sure you're going 100% in your own dream. So no slacking off on the job. You dig? And the second post was piggybacking off of last night when I was talking about the Jewish phenomenon. That book I read a few years ago. But y'all can tap back into that recap from yesterday. But I came across a post and dude was talking about parenting, which I was talking about last night, whereas though Jews allow their kids a certain level of questioning. Like they allow them to question, like, why. But growing up in the black household, ain't no why. Oh, why I gotta do this? Why I gotta do that? You know the answer we getting. Cause I said so, nigga. You feel me? Wash them dishes cause I said so. Don't hang with such and such, or don't go here, there, cause I said so. And that's how we was raised. But I mean, what comes from that? And the premise behind that, their way of doing things, which I read in the book, but he also piggybacked off it on that post. Y'all can check that out after this live. But he was saying that questioning allows the parent to give the why behind it, the reasoning. Because if you run with the I said so because I said so premise, it's like they just listening to you for the time being while they in your sight. So once they get outside, they get around their friends, they probably gonna do the shit that you told them not to do. Because, as kids, you don't really know why. As a parent, as an adult, you know why they shouldn't be doing what you told them not to do. But a kid doesn't necessarily have that reasoning. So what the Jews do is allow them to question why, so they can give them the reasoning behind what they're saying. So basically, that's gearing them up to um, have principles when they go outside, so they know why not to do certain things, and it also gives them a sense of bravado, because this is why a lot of them are millionaires, a lot of them are comedians. They have a lot of confidence in these different spaces because of this upbringing. They was able to ask why, and they had reasoning behind activities and behaviors. So that was a gem. Y'all can go check that out after this. And thirdly, that post was, oh, dude, the earning system. The earning system when it comes to kids, raising your kids, versus simply giving them shit because it's their, I don't know, because it's their birthday, because their friends have it. His example was, an iPad. He like his kids don't got no iPad, or they can't use the iPad if they ain't reading certain things. Like, you want an Xbox? All right, well that's gonna cost you 10 books. You want that iPhone? Well, that's gonna cost you 5 books, right? Things along them lines. So, oh, he said, don't let you come in the house with a C. Oh man, no iPad for you. You dig? And that's pretty fire, because when you think about it, a lot of kids are entitled. And a lot of shit that, parents buy kids nowadays, they don't really be using that shit after a while anyway. It ends up in the closet, back of the closet. So it'd be wasted money, right? So when you're using an earning system, making them earn things now, it's not even physical labor. It's having them read some shit. Imagine if your parents would have made you read some stuff in order to get your toys and your gadgets. Imagine how different we would look at education as a black community. Because, like I said last night, like, in our community, you mess around and get clowned for being a scholar. Let a joker catch you reading. Like, yo, niggas is reading? You studying out here? Like, this is what we doing out here? We studying? and it's funny, but it's not funny. Right? Because the average person haven't finished a book, if they ever started one, since high school. Now, I don't even, and that's everybody. That's not just the black community. I'm pretty sure the numbers are different. But everybody. So he's an anomaly with this earning system. Like, I would assume he's a rare person, a rare parent, and he's raising up some intellectually sound kids by putting them on this earning system. Bro said, yo, you want that Xbox? Oh, that's going to cost you 10 books. Yeah. That's 10 books. I need 10 books about you, fam. Yeah. Oh, you want that iPad? Oh, but you got a C last market period. Oh, nah, no iPad for you, son. No iPad. That's wild. It's wild because we feel entitled to it. Ain't earned shit. Right? So these are some things, I feel him. That's why I posted it. And that's why I'm doing these recaps, so I can give my point of view on these posts that I post, because it's like, all right, and I post it because I feel it anyway. I feel what a motherfucker saying anyway when I post it. But I'd rather give my perspective, put my sauce on it. At the end of the day, I think, like I said, I'm starting to do this every day. Put my sauce on the post. But yeah, no slacking off on the job, because how you do one thing is how you do everything. So yes, go hard at the job, which is going to subconsciously, like if you're going hard with everything, you're going to tend to go hard on your thing too. So no slacking off on the job. You dig? Secondly, allow your kids to question, or not necessarily question, but give the why behind your directives. Give the why behind your directives, because if they know why, it just makes sense though. It makes sense because now you're making them smarter too. At the end of the day, you're making them smarter. You're giving them wisdom and knowledge and principles behind what you're saying. So that makes sense. Allow them to ask why, not on some smart ass shit, but because they actually really want to know. They kids. They don't really know why you told them, not to eat with your hands. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. Like, or why you should put your shoes in the don't leave them at the door. Put your shoes in the room. You know what I'm saying? Wash your dish after you use it. Clean up after yourself. They might ask why. Give them the wisdom and the reasoning behind it. Right? So that just makes sense. Give them some leverage to get the understanding behind your directives. And thirdly, make your kids earn, man. Don't just be giving them shit just because they're a kid. You're breeding entitlement, right? I was having a conversation the other day about a coddled young man, and now he's been coddled all his life, just given stuff for no apparent reason, just closet full of sneakers, clothes out the wazoo, gadgets, and for nothing. Now he's a whole 21-year-old man and don't know how to do anything, and he feels attacked now. He feels attacked when you tell him something that's basic, like clean up after yourself. Like, let's say he come over your crib and he go in the kitchen and he go in the refrigerator and he finished the juice. Why should you have to come behind him and tell him to throw the empty juice bottle in the garbage? But bro, from this conversation that I had, this dude will get angry with you for telling him to throw the. Oh, I was gonna get to it. Like, he didn't know to throw it away when you was done. So this is what that breeds. If you just giving your kids stuff for no reason. This conversation that brings compensation. This is the home of money conversations. It's your man Don Bucks. I'll see y'all tomorrow with the next recap.